Maya Rodriguez should have been the fourth victim, but she survived. When she tried to tell police that her Hinge date had drugged her drink and driven her to a warehouse, they didn't believe her story. So she decided to become both bait and hunter, creating fake dating profiles to track down the man who was killing women across 3 states before he realized she was the one who got away. Los Angeles, March 2023. Maya Rodriguez stared at her laptop screen, her hands trembling as she created her 7th fake dating profile in 2 weeks. Each identity was carefully crafted, different photos using AI face generators, different backstories, different locations across California, Nevada, and Arizona. She was hunting a ghost. 3 months ago, Maya had been a different person, a marketing executive who believed in love, who thought dating apps were just another way to meet someone special. That was before her Hinge date with David Chen, a charming photographer who'd seemed perfect until the roofie hit her system. She remembered fragments, being helped to his car, the warehouse, zip ties cutting into her wrists, his calm voice explaining what he was going to do to her. She'd only escaped because he'd gotten a phone call, something urgent that made him leave her alone long enough to break free and run. When she'd gone to the LAPD, Detective Martinez had been skeptical. "You were drinking. You said so yourself. Memory gets fuzzy. Are you sure you didn't just black out and imagine—" "I didn't imagine the zip ties," Maya had snapped, showing her scarred wrists. But without evidence, without David Chen, whose profile had vanished, there was nothing they could do. Case closed. So Maya opened her own case. Using her marketing skills and tech background, she'd started researching missing women across the Southwest. The pattern emerged quickly. Young professionals, successful, independent. All had been active on dating apps before disappearing. All had mentioned meeting someone special to friends or family. Jessica Liu in Phoenix vanished after a Tinder date. Sarah Williams in Las Vegas, last seen leaving a Bumble meetup. Ashley Turner in San Diego disappeared following a Hinge connection. Different cities, different apps, but Maya's instincts told her it was the same man. "Target acquired," she whispered, looking at her latest match. This profile called himself Marcus Rivera, claimed to be a freelance consultant. The photos showed a handsome man in his 30s, but Maya had learned to look deeper. She ran the images through reverse search engines, all stolen from a Brazilian model's Instagram. The messaging pattern was familiar, too. Charming, but not pushy, asking thoughtful questions, building trust slowly. Maya played along, becoming Jennifer Walsh, a nurse new to Phoenix. "Would you like to meet for coffee this weekend?" Marcus wrote. "I know a quiet place in Scottsdale." Maya's blood ran cold. The same offer, the same casual suggestion of an isolated location. She'd spent weeks preparing for this moment. GPS tracker hidden in her purse, emergency contacts programmed into her phone, a backup phone recording everything. She'd even learned basic self-defense. But as she typed her response, "I'd love to meet you," Maya wondered if she was hunter or prey. The coffee shop he'd suggested was perfect for an abduction. Minimal foot traffic, poor lighting, easy access to parking. Maya arrived early, positioning herself where she could watch the entrance and exits. He walked in at exactly 3 p.m., and Maya's heart stopped. Not because she recognized his face, he looked nothing like David Chen, but his movements, his posture, the way he scanned the room before approaching, it was identical. Jennifer. His smile was warm, practiced. "I'm Marcus." They talked for an hour. He was charming, attentive, asking about her work, her family, her schedule. Maya realized he was interviewing her, assessing her vulnerability, her isolation, her routines. "I'd love to continue this somewhere quieter," he said finally. "I know a great wine bar." "Actually," Maya interrupted, "I need to be honest about something." His expression shifted slightly, a flicker of wariness. Maya pulled out her phone, showing him a news article about Jessica Liu. "You killed her, didn't you?" For a moment, his mask slipped completely. She saw the cold calculation behind his eyes, the predator evaluating threats. I think you have me confused with Phoenix 3 months ago, Las Vegas before that, San Diego. You use different names, different photos, but it's always the same pattern. Maya's voice was steady despite her racing heart. The only difference is, I'm the one who got away. He was very still now, like a snake preparing to strike. You're delusional. I think you need help. Maya smiled. Actually, I think you do. She'd been recording everything through her hidden camera, streaming directly to a private server. More importantly, she'd sent his location and photos to 5 different people with instructions to call police if she didn't check in within the hour. The FBI has been very interested in my research, Maya lied smoothly, especially the pattern analysis and digital forensics I've compiled. She watched his face change as he realized the trap he'd walked into. For the first time, the predator had become prey. 2 hours later, Maya watched from her car as FBI agents arrested Marcus Rivera, whose real name was Timothy Walsh, outside his apartment. In his possession were phones containing profiles on dozens of dating platforms, detailed files on potential victims, and trophies from women who'd never made it home. Maya had caught her monster. But more than that, she'd saved the women who would have been next. Maya Rodriguez's hunt for her would-be killer shows us that sometimes justice wears a survivor's face. When the system failed her, she became her own detective, her own protector, and ultimately, her own salvation. If this modern tale of digital predators and survivor strength gripped you, subscribe to the Frontline Voice for more true crime stories from our connected world. Hit like if you believe survivors can become heroes. Tell us in the comments, would you have gone hunting like Maya did? Share this story, because every woman deserves to know the dangers hiding behind perfect dating profiles. Until next time, stay safe out there. The most dangerous predators often have the most charming smiles.